it and see. Hi Love Club, welcome back to another video. So glad we can reconvene for another meeting this week. Okay, the Lord has welcomed us to another month. It's November and he did his big one. Okay, on the last day of October he allowed me to submit my capstone draft for review. It's my first draft that I've submitted, so obviously have still more work to be done there, but it's just a burden lifted off my shoulders to have that submitted. And I literally only finished that because I prayed. I literally sat there in prayer the night before I submitted it, and I was like, Lord, I give this to you because I don't want to go into November without having somebody's eyes on this. I just don't want to do that because it's due sometime in December. I can't remember the day off the top of my head, but I know it's due in December, so I wanted to make sure that like November comes, I have that first draft already done, so it's just me revising for a month straight. That is the ideal. And the Lord is just so good because he helped me get it done, because I was just like, I don't want that on my plate all of November, me thinking I need to get this submitted to somebody so they can look at it. I need to get it submitted, and then before I know it, I procrastinated and nobody's looked at it before I've turned it in. I did not want that to be the case. So I'm just literally, burden has been lifted off of me, and I'm just so thankful that I like serve a God who cares about stuff like that, because literally when I tell y'all I was sitting there, I was like, okay, Lord, hands up in prayer, because I can't get this last, it was like a last paragraph or something that just would not come together, and I literally was like, I'm not doing this, and I just prayed. And I think that's going to be the vibe of November, just praying, whether the little things, big things, just praying and giving it to the Lord, because I'm not stressing over that. So many people don't have the luxury to go to school. So many people don't have the luxury to be able to sit and write a paper about something they care about. I'm not sitting and stressing over something that's a luxury for me. Simply, I don't want to do that. But I'm about to refresh my curls. I haven't really had to refresh them in a minute. My last wash day, retwist day, and everything, like before this one, my curls lasted a whole month. And usually when I wash my hair, I will wash it or refresh it every 2 weeks. So on my actual wash day, I will wash my entire head, soap up my hair and everything. And then at the 2-week mark from my last wash day, I'll usually go down and wipe my scalp really, really good to make sure that I don't have anything built up or dandruff or anything. And then I will wash it usually at the end of that 2-week period. So my hair is being refreshed in some way possible, like every 2 weeks. So it's currently week 3, and I didn't do anything on my head last week, and I feel like you can tell. So we're gonna wipe down my scalp and redo my curls. That's just personally how I like to do my hair. I know some people can last a lot longer without like putting any water or hair on their hair or anything. I personally cannot do that. I'm going to refresh my scalp, redo my curls. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do my curls with perm rods or if I want to do my curls like another way, because I usually just do my curls with perm rods and they last the longest, but I'm not sure how I want to do that today. We'll figure it out, but yeah, I need to redo them either way. Okay guys, it is the next day. I ended up with my hair braiding it and then doing like a rope twist on the end and roping my hair up the hair shaft. So I kind of look like Lord Farquaad right now, so I'm just gonna have to show you my hair when I take it out. But I actually just finished doing some work and responding to a discussion post for class tomorrow. It's only almost 12, so we're on really good timing. It's 11:53 a.m. So I want to keep up the momentum of productivity. I'm gonna plan my outfit for the office tomorrow. I don't think I plan my outfits with y'all, but my outfits are always like set out the day before. So when I go into the when I wake up tomorrow to go into the office, all I have to do is put my outfit on. But I've been waking up pretty early these days. I think that added hour really helped me. But the high tomorrow is 82. Dang, I thought it was gonna be cold again. Okay, the high tomorrow is 82, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to wear. I really have been liking, you know, long sleeves, warm colors. I had a time period where I thought I looked the best in cool tones, but I think that was also the time period that I would prefer to be lighter in like foundation shade than darker. Like everything was like cool, metallic, when I the whole time should have been warm, because I think I just look better in warm tones. I think something like this could be cute. I'm supposed to also be getting some new jeans from Shein in, and if they fit how they're supposed to fit, then I'm probably just gonna pair it with a black cardigan like this, and honestly that can be my outfit. I also just ordered some belts like the girl has on, so if they fit, Actually, maybe we should wait until the jeans come in and then reconvene, because I actually really want to do that, because I also got some black Pumas in that I would love to put in an outfit. Like, they're so cute. They're in the box right now because I'm that type of girl. I keep my shoes in a box until I wear them. But maybe we'll wait until my shoes come in, or not my shoes, my pants come in, and then we'll reconvene and see if we can do our outfit around that. That sounds good. Okay, I'll talk to you when they come in. It's a little whiles later. My package just came in, so we're going to try on the jeans. But I finished reading Liturgy of the Ordinary earlier. I think I told you guys about that book like 2 months ago. Just now finished it. I think it's one of those books that you need to read a chapter every single day. Like, you can't sit and like butcher or like binge through the book, rather. Like, you have to like sit and meditate on each point. Also put a do-rag on, because why not? But you have to sit and like meditate on each point. And like, it was such a good read. It's supposed to help you realize how you can just worship God in your everyday life. So she starts waking up and goes all the way to like going to bed. So it's like checking emails, making breakfast, washing your face, brushing your teeth, getting in bed, like, and each kind of act of your daily routine is connected to a spiritual practice, or just like a spiritual kind of conversation that you can be thinking about. But I really enjoyed the book because it felt practical. It's that little spiel, but let's try on the jeans. Okay, so these are supposed to be light wash. And I got a size bigger than I normally get. I think I most definitely should be able to style these with the cardigan outfit that I wanted to. And I should also be able to put my black Pumas on. So I'm going to try the outfit on, but this is probably going to be our work outfit for tomorrow. And I'm super happy about that. These are actually tea. Okay, not bad. They're a little big. I got these in a size 6 when I'm usually not a size 6. But I have kind of recomped my lower body, so I decided to go bigger rather than smaller. But that's kind of my rule of thumb with anything that I buy. I'm going to buy bigger than smaller. But this is a weird angle of just my lower half, but I think these are cute, and period. Okay, I know I said I was going to show you guys the outfit tomorrow, but I just had to try it on to make sure. I didn't put a white undershirt on, but this is what like the cardigan, pant, and shoe combo is looking like. I think it's super cute, super like, of course, business casual, but imagine this is a white top. I think the jeans, like I said, are a little big, but like, I think this works for business casual, especially because I'm a student worker, so I have a little bit more nuance. But this is so cute. And these are the shoes. Look how cute. I just thought they would be like an elevated black shoe, and I think they for sure are. So I'm super excited to wear these in. I'm gonna see how they walk tomorrow, in the sense of like how comfortable they are, because when I go on campus, y'all know I'll be walking a lot, but it's also supposed to be kind of warm out, so I thought it would be cute to wear something that I can take the jacket off. So I'm probably gonna wear this with a sleeveless turtleneck, but my classrooms and my work building be super cold, so this is perfect. Yay, I'm so excited. So I'll probably see you guys tomorrow when we head to the office, but we have acquired our outfit. And I also need to show y'all me taking out my hair, because I look crazy with this do-rag on, but I wanted to film, and I don't like filming in my bonnet. I just feel like I don't want that image on the internet, but me in a do-rag, it's not that bad. Good morning, guys. As you saw, we took down the hair and we did our Bible time. Really surprised about the hair, okay? Wasn't surprised about the Bible time because we read about not Jesus, child. We read about God not being happy with the sin that was on the earth. We're in Genesis, by the way. We read yesterday about God not being happy with basically what humanity had turned into after the introduction of sin, which I thought was like honestly such a like reminder that God is never pleased when he sees humans just running rampant in sin. Like, he's never pleased with that. And so we read that yesterday. And then today we read about Noah getting on the ark and like obeying. But every single time I feel like I read the story of Noah and the ark, it's just like dawning on me how all these animals even listen to the command of God. Like, they got on that boat too. What animal do you know willingly gets into any type of transportation vehicle? What? None that I know of, and I have 3 animals. So I was just reading that this morning and reminding myself that, like, even these animals had to obey. But then it reminds me of, like, no animal do you ever see is constantly stressed and worried about their next meal and da-da-da-da. They trust in the Lord. Because even the rocks will cry. Hey, don't get me happy this morning, but we got dressed and ready. The outfit is okay for today. Y'all know we had the vision with this cardigan and the white and the pants. And I actually just ordered me some belts that look like the belt in the inspiration picture, because I think the belt really does, like, class the look up. I don't think by any means I look super, super casual going into the office because I have this cardigan and this white, like, I have the ensemble, and my shoes also kind of look like ballerina flats a little bit from far away. And my hair, like, I don't think in any means I look super casual, but I think this is the most casual I've looked in the office. So I'm feeling a little about that, because y'all know I like to make sure that I'm looking, and I don't think I look bad by any means. That's not what I'm saying, but I business casual. I don't think this is the most business casual look I've done, but maybe it is. I don't know. But we're gonna go into the office today. Like I said, I have a little leniency because I am a student worker. And yeah, the other people, I'm not even gonna talk about the other people because that's God's me. Hey, look at us. Let's move subjects. I'm gonna do my perfume combo for the morning. I've been doing, y'all know, vanilla bourbon, but I actually just recently reinvested in a couple new perfumes. So I'm going to have to give you guys my review when those come in, because I'm not sure, but I don't have any perfumes. I have so many body sprays. I feel like I have like 4 perfumes and like 16 body sprays, which is so bad. I won't be buying any more body sprays anytime soon because nobody needs that many. But when it comes to perfumes, this is the one I've been using and I'm running out. And then the other 2 perfumes, I literally think one was gifted by a beloved family member and I will not be giving that away. And then the other one is like the Sabrina Carpenter Sweet Tooth and then the Sabrina Carpenter Patchouli. That's literally it. These are all the perfumes that I own in my hand, and I think that's just a little crazy. So because y'all know how much I love a scent, and I think for me to not be buying so many like body mists and stuff, I just need to invest in one good perfume, because I be investing in body mists and stuff because I like the scents and stuff, but it's ideal for me to just minimize how much I'm spending in general and get just staples. That word staples, I've been talking about that word for such a long time, but I think it also just helps me make sure that I'm not falling into greed when it comes to like new scents. Like EOS came out with them body mists. I don't need it. I have 16 in my closet. Why do I need more? I don't. I want rather just a stable, like maybe 3 perfumes that I could cycle through summer, winter, spring. Summer and spring go together, but probably a winter, fall, summer, spring scent. That's what I want. So this right now, I think this has been my fall scent. But I'm going to stop yapping. I'm going to put this on. I'm trying to figure out what I want to pair it with this morning, because like I said, I do have so many body mists that I'm trying to actively spray and use up. But I feel like some of the body scents are just such niche scents that I'm like, why did I buy this scent? Like, sometimes I can't see my vision, but I think this morning I'm going to just go in with warm vanilla sugar and vanilla bourbon. So it'll be a very light but vanilla-y scent. But that's the update. I also left these 2 in the front of my head because, if you know, anytime there's like a curl that needs to be in the front of your head, I usually leave that curl in as long as possible so the curl can be the most curl it's ever been in its entire curl life. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'll probably talk to y'all when we get on campus. We're going to pray for a safe ride there. Safe trip. May this day be easy and restful and not stressful. Amen. Okay, we made it to campus. I got me a vanilla latte, right, y'all? Because I was like, I'm not going to get a super sweet latte. I'm just going to do plain vanilla because I want to go to the coffee shop we found, I think, last week and try another one of their coffees out. But I really want to try not ordering super sweet coffees, right? I ordered my vanilla latte. Why does it look like this? Like, this looks like the sweetest drink of all time, but it's actually not that sweet at all. But then I also wanted to try a different breakfast item from Einstein, and I got their cheesy hash brown with jalapeno salsa. So we're gonna see, because I've been eating at home this jalapeno bread that we got from H-E-B and topping it with avocado, and it's literally so good. Like, it's just the perfect amount of spice, and then you drink a cold cup of coffee with it. It's just like perfect, salty and sweet. It's just perfect. So let's see how this is. Also, I took 2 front out. I feel like they look cute. And the Pumas are like the Pumas that I showed you guys. They're walking really, really well. Like, they're super comfortable and they fit Like, they're true to size, but honestly, I'm thinking if I were to get, I'm a size 10. If I were to get a size 11, I think they would be way too big, because even with the size 10, I have some room. Like, my toe is not at the tip of the shoe. And I don't know, I think they're just such a narrow fit, but you have room to put your feet flat in the shoe like you should. But I think just like the overall fit of the shoe is just such a unique experience. If you've never worn Pumas before, like this is my first pair of Pumas that I've been like, is my foot in the shoe right? And it is, but it just feels so like flat. But at the same time, there is a structure to the shoe, if that makes sense. But let's try this. The lady said people usually get it with, what is it? She said people usually get it with, like, on a sandwich. So they get this as the sandwich bread. This is the jalapeno salsa. I'm starting to have some regrets. Maybe I'll just bite into it, like a sandwich. Okay. That's salsa's tea. That's salsa's tea. I was worried for a second, but it's good. Okay, that's salsa's tea. We have our breakfast. I'm gonna talk to you guys when we're headed to class. Okay guys, just got off of work and I headed straight to the library because I'm trying to look for an Alice Walker book. Okay guys, we didn't find Alice Walker, but I did find my older sister, and she told me about this Black Arts Movement collection, so I'm gonna be looking through that, period, because I'm looking at the same, like, Black Arts Movement is what I'm looking at a lot of texts, like, in the era of right now, so that works. There you go. Quick bathroom break. I am about to eat my lunch, then I'm gonna go and get a coffee, but I ended up just rolling the sleeves to the sweater up because this shirt is actually cropped and I am hot, but I don't want to take this off because it's like extremely cropped. I didn't realize how cropped it was before I left the house because I knew I was gonna have this buttoned up for the majority of the day, but it's a little hotter than expected, so I think this will cool me down a bit because there's a breeze going, but it's still like quite warm in the spots where I get sunlight. But I don't want to be sweating OD, but I think this will for sure give me a little breathing room. I am in the lounge about to heat my lunch up, but there's a class right next to me. But this is what I have for lunch. It is sauteed tofu or braised tofu, rice, and broccoli, but I burnt the tofu, as you can tell, but it's still edible, so that's gonna be our lunch. Getting in some veggies, and then we're probably gonna get like a not super sweet coffee. Even though my coffee wasn't sweet this morning, I don't want to get like a super sweet coffee because I'm trying to watch the sugar, but I love a good cup of coffee. So I think I'm gonna check the menu out on the walk there, but first we're gonna eat. I don't know if you could hear me, but I ended up getting an iced honey latte. I was gonna get a sugar-free latte, but I don't know, something about me and sugar-free syrups just don't do well, so I'm thinking the honey's gonna have less sugar because it's honey versus just like a normal sugar drink. But we're gonna see. I'm kind of nervous because I was almost about to just order a normal latte with no sugar in it, but I know myself, I'm not gonna drink that and then I'm gonna waste my money, and I want some caffeine, but I don't want to do like my normal caramel macchiato, which is like a lot of sugar. Does that make sense? Okay, we are officially home from class. I know that probably felt like a blink, but I got some more pants in. Y'all know, I told y'all I think last week in the last vlog that I needed to re-up on pants because all my pants that I currently own are like an inch away from being high waters, and I haven't bought pants in like 4 years because that's how good like the quality of like my pants usually are. So I repurchased, or rather purchased, some more pants, and I bought quite a few linen pairs because I actually find that I love linen pants more than I love like denim. But I did also order denim and I have more denim coming, but this is the first pair of linen pants that I got. These are black and white pinstripe and I think I love them so much. super cute. There's no pockets, which I wish there was pockets, but I love the length and I love the pinstripe. It's the second pair I got. These are not as long as the first pair, but I do like the black and white stripe. And these are also a lot thicker than the first pair. There's like a double lining and there's also pockets, but these are just black and white stripe. And then I got a white and brown stripe pant. For some reason, these seem longer, even though this is just the brown version of the black and white version. I have no idea why, but these seem like worlds longer. But I won't wear this with any probably like sorry, I don't know why I'm talking like I'm Wizard Kelly. I won't probably wear these with any like heels or anything. I like to wear linen pants very casually, but like I said, I also have denim coming in because I recognize that like linen pants are perfect pants for the summer and spring specifically, but for the winter and fall I kind of like a thicker pant just so I'm warm. But it was super like hot today, so I can still get away with wearing them in the fall season just because Texas weather is like that. But that was my little pant haul. I'm going to now chill for the rest of the night. Okay guys, I thought we were gonna end the day out there, but we're at Domino's because they have a deal for $6.70 pizzas. 6-7, I don't know what that means, but we got the pizza and it was a large pizza, right, for $6.70. I have no idea what that means, but it was a good deal. Okay, hey guys, it's the next day. These are how the curls came out. I'm not mad at them. I'm gonna have to check in with you guys tomorrow and like show y'all. Of course I'm gonna check in, or sometimes I don't be checking in, but I'm gonna have to check in with y'all tomorrow and show y'all how the curls land. I will say that the back pieces, like, y'all be thinking I'm like fibbing when I say my hair is not super thick. It really is not. And so when I do certain styles, like, you can tell that it's not that thick, but the curls lasted really well. But I've been just literally sitting here. I read my word and I was watching the news, and a new prayer that's been on my like prayer list has been, Lord, can you heal the world more and more every day? But also I've been really just, I think, hit with reality about the fact that the things that I talk about in my local communities are also things that I need to talk about on this platform. So me and my household, me and my local community, we often talk about what's going on in the world. We often talk about praying for the wars between Palestine and Israel. We often talk about praying for Congo and Sudan, and we often talk about world events. There's something there in influencer culture, not saying that I am one, but just general influencer culture and general social media, about how we will project and post about so much stuff. But literally in the state of Texas, so many people did not vote. And I was like, where are all the Texas girlies? Where are all the Texas content creators to be like, hey, go vote? You can say, hey, go buy this product. Like, where are we at? And then the Lord was like, you would technically be a Texas content creator. So where were you? And I think it just really hit me yesterday of like, because to me, I'm like, why would I have to tell somebody to do that? Like, to me, I don't get it. But then the more I think about like the community that I am in, the family I grew up in, my mom made sure that I was registered to vote as soon as I was of age. My mom will be like, hey, let's go to the early voting. So we early voted. Like, my family, and the head of my family has always made sure that we are doing the things that we have the privilege to do as United States citizens. But we also will in a quick minute be like, all right, let's figure out where we can serve here. Let's go ahead and donate here. Like, it's nothing. It's no hesitancy there, and that's just how that I was raised. And I think I just wanted to like chat about that, because I don't know if any of those thoughts were like coherent, but I hope that makes sense of like my perspective and possibly of like why, I don't know, it's taken me so long to even make like a community post like I did about like the world events. I think I was so used to like being in a community in real life where people are caring about these things. And I forget that this community that I'm creating is an extension of my interests and all of the things that I enjoy. And it's my job to cultivate this community and curate it to the people that are like me and the people who have same interests as me. So I think I'm for sure growing in that. I also did my nails. I did this matte gray. Don't ask me why. I just did it. And I don't know why I did it, but why are they kind of cute? Like, I never have matte nails, but they're kind of cute. But I have my coffee, and we're going to see what we can get into today work-wise for my capstone project. I really have been trying to force myself to write these days, but I think I genuinely have been needing to sit and read and get more ideas from other scholars about like how to explain the why of my capstone project. But I think that's just an overarching question the Lord's been asking me in a lot of areas of my life of like why I do certain things. Like, why do I get up and read my Bible? Why do I do it? It's because I want to get closer to the Lord. Why do I get up and scroll on my phone? Why do I do it? It's because I want instant gratification. I want to see something entertaining. Like, I think asking myself why about my capstone has extended into my real life of just like why I do the things that I do. And it's been making me a lot more introspective, and also just like making me really be like, I do so much stuff just as a human because other humans are doing it, and it's normal for other humans. I'm not going to say normalized because I think that word is just so, every time I see people say normalize, I'm like, I think that is very specific to your community, because my community doesn't normalize a lot of stuff that other people be like, this is normalized. And I'm like, no, it's not. You need to say excuse me. Like, it's not normalized not to say excuse me. Maybe to you, but me and my house, we're going to say excuse me. But I think just thinking about like the things that I do, why I act the way I act, I've been asking myself why a lot. And if it's not rooted in something that's first biblical and second something that's God honoring, which are inherently the same thing, I'm like, I shouldn't be doing that. And it's not to over spiritualize things, but it's just to be like, why do I do that? Like, why can't I speak when I enter a room? Like, why am I fearful to start a conversation? Like, more of those things versus like, I'm not like, why do I get dressed? Of course I need to get dressed. Why do I brush my teeth? Of course I need to brush my teeth. Not things like that, but just like literal kind of social things that we've picked up to do. I've been asking myself about that a lot, like why. So when it comes to my capstone project, I'm like, why do I want to write about what I want to write about? Why? Is it just because it's interesting? Is it because there's something to be learned here? Like, why? And I think you can learn a lot when you just ask yourself why about a lot of things. Because like, why? Ask yourself that. Don't ask other people, because their why, you don't need to know their why. But personally, me, I'm like, what's my why? And a lot that I do. Even when it comes to this channel, like, what's my why? Community. What's my why? Like, it's my new motto. What's my why? I gotta know. It's a little bit later. We are still at the desk. We've been at the desk since around 8 a.m. And I wanted to show y'all what I'm eating for lunch. This soup, my older sister made it and it's so good. But we have a book and it's called Soups and Breads, and I was just flipping through it while I was heating that up, and I saw a sweet potato soup. Then I'm like, wait, hold on. I may be able to do that. Like, what if I start trying to make soups every week and just try? Because I can't. I'm a self-proclaimed, like, not good cooker. But I'm like, what if I just, like, try with a little soup every week? And the ingredients were super simple. It was, like, sweet potato, onion, milk, and it was, like, directions. So I was like, I can try those directions and see how it comes out. And if it's not seasoned, like, we can just add more seasoning. But just, like, the actual process of, like, cooking, I think I just need more experience. And I love soups. So it'll be, like, something I'm genuinely excited to eat. And I'll be mad if I mess it up, because I love soup. But I was just thinking about that. But we're at the desk working on my capstone project. I think I added like 2 pages today, which may not seem like much, but y'all know my goal, page count for this assignment or this project is 25. And I have about 3 pages of sources. And I'm currently at around 14 pages. So adding 2 pages is kind of a lot given that I'm already at 14 pages. So technically I'm at 17 pages holistically. So I'm getting super close to that 25 mark, but I'm trying to sparingly add things to make sure that I'm just adding stuff that's truly necessary and I'm not just overwriting. So right now, I've been doing the Pomodoro method too. I bumped it down to 15 minutes instead of my normal 25 because I just did not feel like doing 15 today. But right now I'm in the process of reading through a bunch of sources because I turned in a generated like bibliography, and my teacher was like, you need more sources on Black satire. So we're now about to switch gears and look through those sources because what I initially just ended up doing this morning was revising the introduction paragraphs greatly because I felt like you couldn't really understand the why of my capsules of the book. I'm reading the second book of the Good Girl Guide to Murder series, and it's called Good Girl Bad Blood. Only thing with this, I have not heard anybody say anything about the collective Good Girl Guide to Murder series. They just talk about the first book of Good Guide to Murder, but I don't know if I haven't heard anybody talk about the series because the series is named after the first book, which is most people do that, but I usually hear people like, for example, The Inheritance Game by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, People will be like, the Inheritance Game series is so good. I have not heard anybody say like the Good Girl Guide to Murder series is really good, but over the weekend we went to Barnes and I picked up the last book in the Good Girl Guide to Murder series because I thrifted the first and second book. Literally, you can see the scratched off thrift tag on here. I got this for $2, I think. So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and pay full price for the third one because I didn't pay $2 probably collectively, or because I think the first book was on sale or something like that. I'm getting sidetracked, but I'm gonna see if the series is good because I like the first book. And if you don't know, it's about a girl who's trying to solve like murder cases in her town. But in the first book, she solves the murder case, and then in the second book, it says that one of her friends goes missing, like someone she knows goes missing, and the police won't do anything, so she starts to investigate. But I think it's connected to the first book's case because it says it's like it happened, the disappearance of the girl happened on the day of the like death memorial of the first people. Girl, I don't know why every single time I'm like, I'm gonna read a fun book and it's always ghosty and scary, and then I'd be like, oh, like I can't watch shows with all that in there, but I read a book about it. Like, I don't get that because I feel like to me books are more vivid than shows and movies are to me, like sometimes. But I don't know, I think it's because I prefer reading over watching stuff sometimes. But we're gonna see what it's talking about. I'm actually a little scared because this, like, I don't think Holly Jackson's writing is as scary as like Jennifer Lynn Barnes, for example, the Natural series, like that type of series. I don't think it's as scary as that, but like it does get a little eerie from my remembrance of the first book, which I liked. I liked the first book. The first book wasn't bad, but we're gonna see. I'm a little scared because that's like weird that someone went missing on the anniversary of the death of the person that she investigated in the first book. Like, it's connected. Because when they solved it in the first, I don't want to spoil. Okay, let's start reading. Okay, hey guys, it's a bit later. I ended up making it to chapter, I don't want to lie, I made it to at least page 100. I think I stopped on page 100. But tonight is the Wicked performance something, child, and Duncan has Wicked like themed menu, so we're gonna try some of the Wicked themed menu while we watch the Wicked performance. Let's see, but it's also only 6:35. I thought it was like 10 p.m. It is so dark. I get it, we saving daylight, but ew.
Tomorrow morning, okay.
Y'all, they don't got none of the Wicked stuff.
Okay, y'all, we're back home. I done worked out, watched the little Wicked special and everything, and we weren't able to get the 10 like I said. My older sister really wanted it because it's a collectible 10, and also wanted to give a little kind of, I don't know, conversation about Wicked and kind of my opinions on the franchise as a Christian, because some may be like, oh wow, like you're a Christian and you're watching something called Wicked, like that's insane. Not that I need to give an explanation, but I do find it helpful when I see Christians partake in media that I don't normally partake in to understand a little bit more about like what specifically draw them into it. I really like musical theater, and I realized that Wicked was a retelling of The Wizard of Oz, and The Wiz, which is another retelling of Wizard of Oz, is based in Black culture with Diana Ross, Michael Jackson. It's kind of like in that same lane, so I was curious to see what they were going to do with the story of Wizard of Oz. It's just insane that Cynthia Erivo's voice is like that, and like it's insane what she could do for the kingdom of God if she used it for the kingdom. You know what I mean? Same with Ariana Grande. So I just wanted to give that little kind of discussion and open up that discussion, not for people to judge or critique of whether or not I should be doing that, but just to give a little insight of perhaps why I was watching Wicked. Just because I feel like that probably could be like a little confusing, especially if you don't know anything about its origins, or you're like, I don't listen to musical theater, girl, why are you watching something that's called Wicked? Totally understand. That's my two piece. If that's not for you, that's not for you, and everybody has different personal convictions, but we're still in community with each other at the end of the day. But I'm gonna go shower. Like I said, I picked my outfit out for tomorrow. I'm just wearing all black, and I'm wearing a cardigan, allegedly. We'll see, because I really wanted to style my Pumas again, because I feel like I broke them in when I walked on campus earlier this week with them, or literally yesterday with them. So I'm going to see if they walk a little bit better. I don't think they were ill-fitting by any means, but I do think I was breaking them in.
Okay, y'all, it's the next morning. My hair is all on my face. It's the next morning. This is the outfit. I just have on this black
mock turtleneck. It's sleeveless. This cardigan, it's cream. And then this like little vinyl black and white black skirt. But then I have my Pumas on, which y'all know are black and white, and I'm trying to see if like this don't look right, but I think it does. Like, it just looks really like kind of really cutesy. Like, I don't think it looks bad by any means, but like I said, I'm still trying to break these Pumas in because I think the leather at the top of the shoe is just very stiff. The rest of the shoe is very comfortable, but it's like leather at the top. Like, the actual tongue of the shoe is leather, and I think it just needs some more breaking in. And they also advise to wear the Pumas on short spouts to break them in properly, because it's like, it's leather. And I will say I've not had leather shoes in a really long time, because the actual shoe is very, very comfy. Like, there's like memory foam in them or something. But this is the outfit. And I also switched to like a jelly tailfar for my work bag, and I didn't really say nothing about it because it's just a bag at the end of the day, but I really think I do like it. I can put a lot of stuff in it, and I love the double strap. So for the girlies that go into the office and want something just a little bit more elevated for their office bag, I do think this is a good option. I know I saw a lot of girlies using bagoo bags and stuff like that, but in office settings where that just is not the, you know, those patterns and colors wouldn't fly, I think something like this would work. They had them on sale, really marked down, so that's why I made the purchase on mine. But I know 𝚊𝚗𝚘𝚘𝚘 also does bags that a lot of people use for work. I know I have a friend who uses for work, and she's a nurse. So yeah, that's the outfit of the day. We're gonna go get Dunkin'. Oh yeah, and then the hair also came out good. I just put a little bit of oil on it, and I put edge control on earlier this week, so I just put some water on my edges to lay them down back. And yeah, loving my cross from Elevated Faith. I think there was something else I wanted to tell y'all. Okay, we read the word. We read Genesis. Was it 11? It was 10 or 11 this morning. We read the genealogy. I think we read 10 because I think 9 was the genealogies. Or no, girl, I'm getting all mixed up. Either way, we're about to leave. I'm gonna run late if I sit and talk y'all ear off.
Can I do a medium iced Dunkin' latte?
Okay guys, we're at Dunkin'. My sister's gonna get the Wicked Munchkins box. I'll have to show you guys when she gets it because they had it in, and they told us last night when we came to come in the morning, and we should have it. But the line, y'all, the line is long. That's all I'll say. I'm not gonna complain. The line is long. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna show y'all the Munchkins box. It literally just says Munchkins on it, and then it says certification made in Oz. That's actually so cute. And the Wicked / Dunkin' is so small on here, like you can't really tell. Yeah, it was only $10, but that's so cute because I think the little people in Wicked are called Munchkins, if I'm not mistaken. But this is actually really, really cute. And you Okay, we're back home and we got our second order of jeans in, so let's try them on. I put a black tank on because I really, in this package are my dark wash jeans, and I really want to do like a black top dark wash jean and cuff them at the ends or like the ankles. So let's see if we can do that. So these are the medium wash ones, and then these are the dark wash. So I'm a little scared. I'm gonna try on the medium wash first. Okay, and these are in a size medium, literally in a medium. So let's see if I can fit them. There was no reviews on these. I got these from Shein. There was no reviews, but I've had really good experiences in the past, for the most part, buying jeans from Shein. All of my jeans that I'm now having to like phase out because they're too short are from Shein, and I always catch them when they're on sale, and then I don't end up buying any more jeans. I've talked to you guys about like my size and like height and stuff. I'm like 5'5", almost 5'6", and my legs are quite long on my body, so I just never really find good luck in thrift stores thrifting for jeans because they're either too long or too big in my waist. But Shein, for some reason, I find a lot of good ones. But let's try these on, and I think they honestly they're kind of close on the ankle. If you can see, they're a little, I wish they were longer. I like my jeans personally in the middle of my foot. Don't personally like jeans that can possibly run short. I don't think these are bad by any means, but I would like them to be a little longer. So okay, actually, update guys, the medium wash, I asked my older sister, I was like, because I just didn't feel right about them.
Mom said, why would you do that?
I didn't mean to. I asked my older sister, I said, do these look like high waters? And she was like, And then I started walking and she said they're bowing out on the sides. If you know, you know. When you have high water jeans on, it'll whoop, whoop, whoop. It's flooding. That's that movement. It's flooding. So we're going to return these and we'll see if we can find a longer pair. Like I said, Shein has a tall section of jeans that usually are long enough. Try on the dark wash pair. It's, I think, by the same exact brand. So we'll see if they fit the same. God is good, y'all. These fit a little bit longer, which is what I expected for the other pair. They're not high waters by any means, but I just wanted them a little longer, and this is like the perfect length. They're in the middle of my foot a little bit when I stand up, which is my goal. I don't know if y'all can see what I mean by that, but they kind of stop towards the middle of my foot, and that's personally how I like my jeans to stop. Like, if you can see where they're stopping when I fully let them rest. So I think this was a good purchase. I may have to repurchase a pair of medium wash jeans, but these are good. So I'm super happy about that because this, like, ideally I would wear these jeans with like what I'm wearing right now. Don't mind the orange peeking out. Those are my I had like little safety shorts under my outfit today, but I would wear it ideally with something like this. Of course, I would do something about my midriff being out so I could keep it modest, but this is the type of like color combo I would just do, probably with just black, but I think they're long enough that I most definitely could wear it with heels. I could wear very versatile, but let me see if I can cuff them. I don't know how long people are getting the jeans that they can cuff, but I also think there's a specific style jeans that already come pre-cuffed. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me show you a picture. So like, this is what I mean. They're just cuffed, but you see how they're dark wash and they're just like a really big, I don't know if it's gonna focus. You see how thick that cuff is? That's like a big cuff. And I just like the way I just personally like the way that looks, and I would love to have a pair of jeans like that. But I know a lot of people just cuff their normal jeans, but it rears on high water land for me, and I personally just have the worst fear of like wearing high water. Let me see if I can cuff them. I said all that to say, let me see if I can cuff them. It's not the end of the world if I can't. Yeah, because you see how cute the denim is when you cuff. Like, I just love that color. Nah, I could get away with it, but I don't want to try that because it's like right above my ankle. I most definitely could get away. I most definitely think I could get away with this, but I don't want to try it because you see, even when I bend down, you can see my ankles coming. I don't like that. I don't play that, but I think I love the way the cuff is. So I love that though. Okay, but now that we're talking fashion and stuff, I actually needed to plan out an outfit for tomorrow before I forget. We're going to a nostalgic cereal themed birthday bash. Y'all don't ask me, I just know I be out and about, and if I see a fun event, me and my sisters, we're gonna go, okay? So that's the theme. And I have this white bubble skirt, right? And if you know anything about bubble skirts, you know people be having their whole rear ends out, and we don't do that over here. So this is the length of my bubble skirt. I got this from Walmart. This is a size medium. I'm usually actually I usually buy a size up when it comes to my bottoms, just to make sure that they are full coverage. But I saw a girly style hers like this, and I think this is so cute. It's still fall, but not too much. But the only thing is that I don't have like a short waisted denim jacket like that. So I'm going to see how this would look. I'm going to put the whole outfit on. And we're going to see how it's going to look with a light wash denim jacket. And I have some chunky sneakers just like hers too, to just try it and see how it is. I also have never worn this skirt before, and I really want to wear it before it gets too cold and I forget about it in the summertime. So here is my take on that little outfit. Skirt is longer. I have a longer jacket as well, but my only qualm is that, first of all, I think this jacket is too long, and every time I wear it, I'm like, this jacket is so long for no reason. But I love, like, this is a thrifted jacket that I got for a really good price, so I'm like, I love just that it's thrifted and it's a nice staple piece, but I never wear it because of how long it is. So I'm thinking I'm gonna cut the sleeves and try to crop it to my waist. But also, this shirt is not full length. My normal white full length top, I spilled something on it and I wasn't able to get it out, so I had to discard it. So I'm thinking I'm gonna make this into a denim vest and then button it up and see if that looks better. But I think I really like the ensemble, and I also have like little, what do you call these, pins. I like little buttons on them, and I just think it just adds like, and there's also a bowl of cereal. There's literally a bowl of cereal. So I think that'll be perfect. But I need to like get my mind together so I can cut this properly. But that's what we're gonna do. I used to crop stuff all the time, but I don't remember how I went about it. So I'm thinking I should start with the sleeves because that's really my main concern. I'm just gonna start with the sleeves. I'm gonna start with the sleeves and cut along this line and see where it gets us. This also is from Forever 21, so it's not like Levi or anything, so it'll be easy to cut through the fabric because it's more cotton. So let's see if we can do this. I'm scared. Okay, I've cut one sleeve. I just want to see how it's gonna look. Okay, I don't think it looks bad. Let me put it up. And it's also oversized. I know people usually have really fitted denim vests, so I don't know how this is gonna work, but let me cut the other side and see. Okay, so here's how it's looking. I honestly really like this for some reason. I really like how it looks, and I'm also just like kind of trying to figure out if I could find a longer white tank in my closet, because y'all know if there's something I want to go to and there's theme, I'm gonna try to find it in my closet. I'm never the type of person to be like, I have an event, let's go buy an outfit, unless it's such a like a very important event. Girl, this is like a cup sleeve, like, you know. So we're gonna see. I think I like it like this though, because I feel like if I try to make it shorter, I will get into some scary territory, because I'm like, I also don't think it'll be like the smartest, because then I'm wasting all of these good buttons. Like, these buttons are put on perfectly fine, there's nothing wrong with them. I also cut the sleeves because they were getting a little short on me. I thrifted this denim jacket when I was a sophomore in college, so it's been quite a few years, but I think I'm comfortable with this. So I think this is going to be my outfit for tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going to be filming that tomorrow or not, but I'll try to take pictures because I think this actually came out pretty well. I don't know what purse I'm gonna wear. I may just wear I don't know, I may wear my everyday bag. I don't know, because my everyday bag, it's black but it has stars on it, so I feel like it doesn't like bog down the outfit, but I'm like, I don't know. There's bigger like things in the world, but I don't think it looks that bad. We'll figure out like the details tomorrow, but I think this is a cute outfit for sure. Okay guys, we're at 7 Brew. I ordered my same banana bread blondie, but I got it sugar free and I added caramel and cold foam, so we're gonna see if it tastes different, because y'all know I've gotten this several times and it's my favorite. So let's see.
Drizzle, that looks good.
Wow. Ooh, this looks really good. This looks so good, y'all. Okay, we're gonna have to try it and see if it is. I'm mad at my strawberry dip. Okay, y'all. The banana bread blondie sugar free was actually really good. We're now about to get food and head back home. Y'all, we're back home. We got some food. We got Wingstop and I tried their voodoo fries. Child, the name, don't ask me why it's named that. It is ranch and I think buffalo sauce, Parmesan cheese or something like that. And then I got their mini corn, but let me show y'all how good this looks, because I've never tried their corn. It's been a minute since I've tried their voodoo fries. I tried them once in college and I knew I liked them. This is the corn. I got Parmesan corn because my older sister said that one is like really good. Look how good these look. Ooh, I got a 10-piece for I think $6. I think we're planning to watch a movie, whether it's Frankenstein because it just went on Netflix, which I also saw in theaters last Friday with my older sister. Y'all, I cried like a baby. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein is one of my favorite classics. It's just a good movie, and there's also a lot of like elements from Genesis in it, with like creating something and the responsibility of a creator. Teen movie, I loved it. I will say the movie is quite gory though, so if you don't like gory like sci-fi movies, not for you. But then this is the voodoo fries, and they're still a little warm, so I'm gonna put some in a bowl and snack on this. This is going to be my dinner, but it was so fun spending a week with you guys. I hope everybody had a great week. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, so much for conjoining, so much for joining and convening for another Love Club meeting, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Thank you so much for watching.